I learned a lot of things that I wouldn't have learned if I gone to other schools.
Bronx residents got the opportunity to weigh in on Governor Andrew Cuomo's 2020 budget priorities as part of a plan by Bronx State Senate leaders to provide the public a voice in the process here at the second annual Bronx Delegation Budget Forum held at Lehman College. Among those speaking, advocating for more charter schools, was 7th grader Amira Ledlam from South Bronx Classical, here with her mother.
In my science class, we're learning about atoms, and we learn the specific science elements, the table, and my teacher told me that the formulas that we use are formulas for when we are in 9th grade, we're going to be able to use. And since we are using them in 7th grade, it's going to be much easier.
So I think that the city should allow more charter schools to open in all the 5 boroughs.
I'm really impressed by the number of young people who came here tonight and also shared their experiences from their charter schools.
The delegation was made up of Senators Alessandra Biaggi, Luis Sepulveda, Gustavo Rivera, Jose Serrano Jr., who all heard and listened to issues that will impact the state's $178 billion proposed budget that concludes a $6 billion shortfall that could severely impact Medicaid and public education, including charter schools, with legislators here vowing to do all they can to support students.
This year there is a proposal in the governor's budget, right, to allow for any of the zombie charters, which means any of the charters that had closed, to be able to take up those spaces, which is within the cap, to allow for charters that are on a waiting list to be able to be filled. And I think, just hearing from some of these young people, it makes it really awesome to be able to want to support that effort.
With Sepulveda's district coming in with the second highest number of charter schools statewide, he vowed to support all schools and with that maintain the new criminal justice reform laws.
The reforms that we have done are actually going to make us safer. You're seeing results because less people are being held, are incarcerated, or less people are being incarcerated. And the reality is these individuals can go back to work, can maintain a family structure. And at the end of the day, people highlight some particular cases. And of course, if anybody's physically hurt, that's something that none of us want.
We find ourselves turning people away because we just don't have the staff capacity to do everything that we would like to do, or serve as many people as we would like to.
Cultural institutions also were there, from the New York Botanical Garden to Van Cortlandt Park Alliance's Christina Taylor, looking to see the expansion of educational programs along with renovations.
So this year we're asking for money for the Van Cortlandt House Museum renovations to the exterior of the building, also to make it ADA accessible, because right now it's not.
There's a lot of wonderful things that happens at that park, and so I want to make sure that when it comes to that portion of the budget, that we're able to satisfy what they need in order to maintain these programs.
With a similar forum held in Westchester, Senator Biaggi shared that this is only the second annual here in the Bronx. She called it an opportunity for constituents to share their priorities and be heard by the senators who represent them. Here at Lehman College, this is Arlene Makoko for Bronx Net.